But my game does not want to put those pants on. I guess those pants suck. Ma'am, your pants suck. Your Alamegan comrade is named Herbert. Herbert. He joined our cause in the hopes that we might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Herbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Yeah, I was like, okay, I need to get on the side of the Alamegans. All I have to do is solve their actual war. I don't know, a nice carpet bombing ought to do it. I love your hair. If it is an old Sugarheart, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even to our own countrymen. I'd like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name is no longer carries the weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. I do have a question about streaming that I find you do well, and I do not. How do you keep the flow of conversation or narration going when there's nothing to read? It makes watching your videos engaging, and for me, I have all that in my head, but if there's no one, I tend to keep it there. The problem is, the problem. Frankly, I have broken brain and I just talk to myself constantly. And so, it comes a little naturally to me. But, like all things in life, it just takes practice. Like, I want to say I was pretty good when I started off, but I've been getting better, and I continue to get better. Like yesterday, I hopped on and my chat was broken. And apparently chat was broken for all of Twitch, and I could see I had viewers, but like none of them were saying anything, and so, I don't know. It's just kind of knowing not to keep your mouth shut. Oh, there's my alarm. I need to get the kids to school. Let's head to Quarry Mill. Where is Quarry Mill? Do I have a good trick? It's in the South Shroud. Hang on. Dang it, let me click on there. I keep forgetting how unattuned. But it's near Little Solace. We can go to Bent Branch and walk from there. We'll wrap up this quest. Well, you do too, but I think through conditioning I've learned to keep it inside. I don't know how to revert back, and I know it's good for streaming. Yeah, like I said, it's just kind of practice. Like, as just an exercise, the easiest thing you can do is probably just say what you're doing. I mean, you could do things like take an improv class, and I'm sure that would help. But ain't nobody got time for that. Yo, can you go further south for me? No. But, like... So, describing, like, the tasks I've got to do in the video game might be good. Say I was starting from scratch and you didn't ask me a super helpful question to keep the banner going. I'd be like, alright, so we gotta speak with Albreda Quarry Mill. I wish I was attuned to the aetheryte there. That would make things a lot easier. I really gotta get the kids to school. Then you just kinda like ramble. I know you've got the ADHD brain too, so like it shouldn't be too hard for you to ramble. You'll try that, say what you're doing? Yeah. Chunky Butt Law. I like to call him Chonkabo. I think that's what I'm going with his name. He is a cutie though, isn't he? Now, saying what you're doing is kind of like a lame way to carry on banter, and it's not going to be like super popular. But it is okay to like not have good content. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, and like I've probably got some viewers who are like, no, have good content instead. It's not that easy. Like sometimes your content will just be bad, and that's okay as long as you're learning and growing. Okay, that's literally everything that you're saying in your head, right? Like, a lot of people feel like everything they do needs to be a success. But, it really just doesn't. Like, here, we'll hang out in Quarry Mill for a bit and talk this out. Like, I've got many videos on YouTube that have actually 0 views. And I'm 100% okay with that. Like, they were fun to make, and they're there in case somebody wants to see them at some point. I've also had many views or videos where people are like, I don't know why anyone would watch this. This is stupid. I'm like, that's fine too. Like, all feedback is good feedback. Like, it can be badly constructed feedback, but that doesn't mean it's not good. I'll give you an example. I had a video once, and somebody commented, I don't know why anyone would watch this type of video. And it was a popular video, so like somebody like promptly commented, clapped back with like, why are you here? And that got me thinking, I'm like, why is he here? Dude just like walked into a Taylor Swift concert and was like, I hate Taylor Swift. And I'm like, but you're here. How did you get here? And then like it dawned on me, like, this is my fault. There was something about the video title or thumbnail that led this guy to believe he was going to see something different. And so, like, it helped me improve a little bit. I'm like, okay. This was one of my most successful videos. And it's because the title had a little more clickbaity nature. I try to avoid that. Like, I do want the clicks. But I want it to be because people actually want to be here and actually want to see this. And so, like, that one, that title was too bad. That's what I learned. It was like pushing my PC to the limit in Nolvis Skyrim. And like, that's kind of an exciting title. People are like, oh, is this computer gonna grind and explode and I'm going to see mods that make Skyrim look like real life? And that didn't happen. You just saw me playing Skyrim. And they saw my little VTuber in the corner, and they're like, this is not what was advertised. And I'm like, it's true. True. But thank you for watching. Alright, we got our Chocobo Porter. And so, yeah, that helps me improve my titles. And it also helps me to see that, like, my popular video actually sucked. Like, you think, people think that, like, getting a lot of views is a good thing. It's not, though. It really isn't. So, like, if I get 4,000 views and nobody actually liked what I did, like, nobody's gonna subscribe, nobody's gonna stay there. Like, I get like a small burst of ad revenue, and a lot of people try to make their living through those like small accidental bursts, but that's not gonna do it. I need people to like the content and want to return so that I can have a sustainable income. And so I even though they're not very popular, I need people to like the videos that I can constantly do that aren't going to change. So, like, I need people to like my personality. I need people to like game playthroughs. Like, so if I get a video that gets 5 views, but also 5 subscribers, that's way better than a video that gets 4,000 views and 1 subscriber. Even subscribers are not really a good metric. Like, really, the metric I think is most important is watch duration. 'Cause that means somebody came here and they were entertained or at least distracted for like a greater length of time. That makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up to you. You were really overthinking it was bothering you, but nothing consistent or sustainable. I agree. You're right. Yeah, that's what you're going for. Yeah. Like, you've got to like be careful not to like fall for the one-dimensional metric trick. Like, you see a ton of companies like failing and struggling and having layoffs and stuff like that. And it's because they keep making decisions based on like solely on money. Like, you can take a loss as a company if you've planned for it. Like, but companies tend to fill any gap they have. So, like, if, say, something like a global pandemic hits, and it's really good for your business, you make a lot of money, and then you're like, oh, we need to hire X more people so we can keep this up forever. But like half a second of thought lets you know, like, the pandemic's not going to be here forever. Like, it's going to end somehow. And like, these profits aren't going to stick around. And like, it doesn't hit immediately. That's why you're seeing layoffs and like companies go under now. But like, all it would have taken would have been just, all right, let's stay the size we are, except that we made a lot of money right now, but don't immediately like dump that back into like the company. Like, don't hire a bunch of people, don't make a bunch of promises, don't invest in any huge projects. Just take it as a happy coincidence. But yeah, try convincing a company to do that. It's kind of the same with streaming. Like, you might get a lot of viewers, but like, don't immediately like change your entire company to like do that. I'm not going to keep naming my videos like clickbaity titles to get like small bursts of many views. I need people to actually enjoy, which is tricky because I'm basically asking people to enjoy hanging out with me. And there's a lot of people in the world to hang out with, so it's not super desirable content. I mean, I am a charming and wonderful person, but at the same time, so's a lot of people. It's not a special skill. You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Give me one reason. The fate of humanity. Harry Bird sent you. Ugh. That worthless Whoreson. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Harabert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke over there? That's Mefred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Boo! Boop boo! Boop-a-doo. Basically finding your tribe? Right. Yeah. A lot of people think like streaming is just something that happens or success in streaming is something that happens with pure luck. There's just a lot of like realizations that you have to come to. Like the realization that this won't work, at least at first, is a big one. Like people don't have a good reason to watch me. Because I'm really just a guy playing video games. And that's something everybody wanted to do anyway. So, like, I'm competing with tons of people who would give away the exact same thing for free. And once you realize that, like, you just can't expect success. Like the talking to yourself. I mean, you realize a lot of this. But like, because the fact that you're like, how do you continue talking when there's no one there? Like, that's an important streamer question. And if you don't like ask yourself stuff like that, because you think just playing video games is enough to get you noticed, then you're not gonna find much success. It's all marketing and sales, and I hate both of those. But here we are. It's a necessary evil to be able to do what you want for a living. Anyway, this has all been fun. I'm hanging out with the Alamegans, me and my Alamigos. And we're signing off. I gotta get the kids to school. One of these days, this is gonna be my full-time job. I just hope it's before I'm fired from my actual full-time job, because I dedicate so much time to it during the day. Till the kiddos have a great day, you do the same. I will try. I should have a good day. It's babysitter night. I can actually have some time to breathe. Thank you for the company while you work out. No problem. Thank you for the engagement and the banter that helps keep my channel entertaining. You're rooting for me. I'm rooting for me too. And I'm rooting for you. I'm excited to see the content you make. Have you uploaded your first video yet? For those who don't know, that's Kaizen Gammon TC in the chat. Like the Japanese Kaizen, Gammon, Gaman, TC. You should keep an eye on her Twitch channel. She's gonna blow up.